Lesson 8. Fuels and Conservation. Everything that is used to carry goods or passengers is called a vehicle. It can be drawn by animals or can be powered by an engine. All vehicles which are powered by an engine require fuel. Fuel gives energy for the engines to work. In our modern world, we mostly use vehicles like cars, buses, scooters, motorcycles, large ships, trains and aeroplanes which need fuel. Fuel. We need food to get energy to do all kinds of work. Similarly, vehicles also need energy to move. Materials burned to produce energy are called fuels. Fuels are used for running vehicles. Vehicles use different types of fuels. Good quality of fuels makes movement of vehicles quick and fast. Quick travel means that we can easily move goods from one part of the country to another. Now, we can eat coconuts from Kerala and apples from Himachal Pradesh at the same time. Let us study about some important types of fuels. Coal. In the past, coal was used as a fuel for running steam engines and ships. In these vehicles, coal was burnt to produce heat. This heat boiled the water in the boiler to produce steam. Steam moved the piston which turned the wheel of the vehicles. This is how the train moved. Coal is now not in much use for trains or steamships. Formation of coal. Coal was formed from plant materials that got buried under the surface of the earth millions of years ago. Due to high temperature and pressure inside the earth, the wood got converted into coal. Absence of air inside the earth also helps in formation of coal. This process is very slow and takes thousands of years to convert wood into coal. Coal is called a fossil fuel as it is made from the dead remains of organisms that lived thousands of years ago. Uses of coal. Coal is used as a fuel for cooking, producing electricity in thermal power plants, moving engines, etc. Many chemicals made from coal are used in drugs, plastic, nylon and fertilizers. Petroleum. Today, almost all means of transport like cars, buses, motorcycles, scooters, aeroplanes and ships depend on petroleum products like petrol, diesel and CNG, compressed natural gas. Every motor vehicle has an engine. When fuels like petrol, diesel or CNG are burnt in an engine, energy is produced. This energy runs the engine which moves the vehicle. Formation of petroleum and its products. Petroleum is a dark-colored, thick crude oil. In Greek, petra means rocks and oleum means oil. So, the word petroleum means oil from rocks. Petroleum was formed when small marine plants and marine animals got buried under the sea, millions of years ago. Due to high pressure and temperature, their dead bodies got converted slowly into petroleum. Petroleum is obtained by drilling holes called oil wells into the Earth's crust. The petroleum so obtained is taken to an oil refinery. Here, from crude petroleum, different types of fuels such as petrol, kerosene, diesel, etc. are obtained. Journey of petrol and diesel. The petrol and diesel obtained at the oil refinery is supplied to the petrol depots in different parts of the country by trains and trucks. From these depots, petrol is then supplied to the petrol pumps by means of trucks. We get petrol or diesel from these petrol pumps. Save petrol and diesel. We can save petrol and diesel in the following ways. We should keep our vehicles in good condition. We should keep the engines of our vehicles properly tuned. For this, we should send our vehicles for periodic services. Servicing of our vehicles improves efficiency and reduces the consumption of fuels. Hence, we save fuel. We should use public transport like buses, local and metro trains, to reduce the number of vehicles on the road. This also saves fuel. We should walk or use a bicycle for covering short distances instead of using motor vehicles. This saves fuel. Changing cost of petrol, diesel and CNG. The price of petrol, diesel and CNG does not remain constant. It changes from time to time. Find out the price of petrol and diesel this year and last year in a particular month. The price of a liter of petrol, the price of a liter of diesel, the price of CNG per kilogram. Conservation of fuels. Fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas take millions of years to form. But today, we are using them at far greater speed than they can be produced. They are limited in quantity, and if used like this, they will be exhausted very soon. Because of the long time they take to form, they are also known as non-renewable sources of energy. Heat demand for fuels is increasing because the number of vehicles are increasing day by day. This is due to rise in the living standard of people. High prices, limited supply and polluting effects of fuels like petrol and diesel have compelled us to search for renewable sources of energy. These are also called alternative sources of energy. We can use renewable sources of energy like solar energy, wind energy and energy of flowing water. They have the following advantages over fuels like coal and petroleum. They do not cause any pollution. They are not likely to get exhausted. They are available almost free of cost. We can solve the problem of energy crisis by using more alternative sources of energy, using fuels judiciously and stopping wastage of fuels. Important point. Materials burned to produce energy are called fuels. Different vehicles use different types of fuels such as petrol, diesel, CNG, etc. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are non-renewable sources of energy. Solar energy, wind energy and water energy are called renewable
sources of energy.